These are today's headlines on. Wait, it's this week, but it's last week on NUFC. Isaac Hayden leaves for Norwich. Newcastle finally get their sporting director from Brighton. Can Newcastle finally get their first summer signing? Taking a blast from the past, Newcastle play Benfica once again. Oh, fuck. The cabbage is back again. Well, this was a very random. Actually, I'm going to take that off because you can take a reflection. But this was a very random one, wasn't it? It's literally just came out about like 15 minutes ago, something like that, 20 minutes ago. Maybe even longer than that, to be fair. But there was just nothing. Nothing got reported about it or anything. Just came out randomly out of the blue. Isaac Hayden, who was not in the 25-man squad, has left to go on loan to Norwich for the whole season, which I reckon could be good for him. Down in the Championship might. I don't know why I was so unfair. He was quite good. Obviously, he had his haters in the Newcastle fan base, but overall, I think he was quite a decently defensive-minded player. I don't know how he's going to deal in the Championship. If I get to play Sunderland, which is quite good, hopefully, fingers crossed he gets a goal against them. Yeah, I don't know about this one. Maybe we've sold him because we're bringing a more defensive-minded player in. You see, Gamaires is here more defensive-minded player. He's more like a box and he can defend and he can carry the ball forward. With Hayden, he's just about getting that tackle in. He's been quite good. Other than, I don't know when his last game was, but I think it was nothing. Was it in the 25-man squad? So it would have been before January. So maybe before December. Pretty much he missed out on most of this season. It could turn good. Maybe if they get promoted, maybe they'll buy him. God knows. Maybe there's a fee in the loan contract. Is it a loan contract? It could be a loan contract. If he gets to Norwich, fair enough. It's going to be sad to see some of the players left. Sad to see some of the players. This is going to happen every single video. I can tell. Anyway, yeah, I think it could be a decent signing for Norwich. Definitely good signing for Norwich since Billy Gilmore's went back to Chelsea. Just not quite sure about this one. I think we kind of need Hayden, but we'll see. Let's get the next headline. He's finally been unleashed from Brighton. Unleashed? No, released from Brighton. That's the one. I'm gonna read pretty much what it says on here because I'm just as I want to know pretty much about it as well because my knowledge of this isn't very good. So we'll read out his. Dan Ashraf has commenced his role in Newcastle United sporting director after the club received formal Premier League approval for his move from Brighton and Hove Albion. The club announced on Monday 30 May that an agreement has been reached to formally release Ashraf from his contractual duties at Brighton Hove Albion, technical director, and complete a move to the Magpies. He has now cleared the relevant Premier League approval process. Ashraf will begin his role immediately prior to opening the summer transfer window and the players returning for pre-season training. Ashraf will be responsible for the club's overarching sporting strategy, football development and recruitment at all age levels, and will work closely with the head coach Eddie Howe, academy manager Steve Harper, and head of recruitment Steve Nixon. He's still here. I swear he was here when Steve Bruce was here. The 51-year-old has fulfilled a number of high-profile executive roles in professional football, including sport director. He was at West Brom, did not know that, and he's went to Brighton now. He's here. Obviously, he's been pictured there with what's he call him? Fucking Fraudgate. Not starting Trippier, but I think it's good. He obviously helped out in January, which turned out to be pretty good. He managed to get pretty much every signing. Pretty much a lot. Pretty much. These yeah. Let's restart that. As you can see here, he's pictured with Gareth Fraudgate, not starting Trippier. Don't know why. Reece James was starting, and then was it Reece James? No, Reece James came on as a sub. Who came off of him? I have no idea. Trippier should be starting regardless. No bias at all. But I think it's going to be good. He helped out in the January transfer window, made all the right decisions. Obviously, Matt Target Dan Burn, Bruno, Chris Wood, and there was 5, or was there 4? Trippier, I've always said Trippier. Trippier, Matt Target, Dan Burn, Chris Wood. I think that was it. Could be wrong though. I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah, if he does anything like he did in January, it's going to be a very good signing. The fact we've got him from Brighton as well. The amount of players that Brighton got, like the likes of Bissouma at the board. They got that Moises Caicedo, him. What other players? Tariq Lamptey, obviously from the youth academy. That they got him from, I think it was Chelsea. They got him from, so obviously good. If he can find some players from other academies and try and get them to ours, fantastic. Let's get into the next headline. We'll finally get a crack at Benfica again. My first ever game was against Benfica in the Europa League. It was the 2012-2013 season, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember that much about it because I was born in 2004. I was about 8 or 9 in my memory. I can't remember what I had for breakfast yesterday. So, the pre-season, obviously, I say obviously so much. I don't know why I keep on saying obviously. But we're getting another crack at Benfica, which is very good. We played Bordeaux. I can't quite. Well, definitely had Bordeaux in a group stage match. We played a team called Angie Makala, some Russian team. He's probably wouldn't have heard of it before. He's probably would have, to be fair, because we've played them. That's who Samuel Eto'o was playing for. I'm pretty sure they're now in the 3rd tier of Russia. I'm pretty sure. So it took quite a tumble. But we've got Darwin Nunez playing for Benfica, or will he have left by then? It's going to be 23, about 50 days from now until that game. So yeah, going to be a very good challenge along with the likes of Atletico Bilbao and Atlanta. Is there going to be any more? We'll see. Let's get into the next one. I don't want to say this is dragging along, but it's taken quite a while. But Fabrizio Romano confirmed 2 days ago saying, wait, you can see it, so you can read it, but I'll read out his. Hugo Ekitike deal. Newcastle and Rem have full agreement on 30 million euros. I think it's euros. Fee plus 5 million euros add-on. Agent has now talked to Newcastle after being given permission by Rem. Work in progress in Newcastle have been leading the race for weeks. So I think Borussia Dortmund and PSG are now out of the running. But yeah, there's going to be negatives towards them. There's going to be positives towards them. I quite say it's a positive because Dan Ashraf, like, that's not the only reason, but Dan Ashraf, he would have been looking at him as well. Has he been working at Brighton? Brighton. Has he? I have no idea. That's probably something I should have researched. But he's got how many goals? We've done a video on this. I'm not going to speak too much on Hugo Ekitike deal. If you just want to watch that video, there'll be like a little notification something up there. He's gonna watch that. I think it's gonna be very close. I think in the next 1 or 2 weeks we could be getting him. I don't want to promise or anything, but I think 1 or 2 weeks will be when we get our first summer transfer. Right, for this one, I'm not quite sure how real it is. It's the Mirror. I don't know how reliable they are, but Average is back. Let's read this, dears. Steve Bruce admits it's personal for me at West Brom. The Baggies chief is plotting his 5th championship promotion and following a whatever the fuck that word says experience at Newcastle. This one means more. Bruce did not need too much by way of persuasion to return to management, and he did so in Black Country in what? And he did so in the Black Country in February with a point to prove. Well, he didn't make that point because West Brom finished like 13th, 14th, something like that. He said, I couldn't finish my managerial career on what happened at Newcastle. I'd taken too much stick. I was ridiculed, and there's nothing worse. You can accept it if you have picked the wrong team, but I was being pulled to pieces because people were saying I couldn't take a warm-up, that I hadn't given the players too many days off. I've actually made a statement that he had given days off, but maybe I was wrong. I knew what the team was doing on the pitch wasn't what Newcastle United fans wanted, and I know they were fed up. They wanted to change, but fucking hell. But I had a brief, yes, to keep the club in the Premier League, and we finished 12th and 13th in my two full seasons. I know we weren't entertaining or attractive to watch. I'll hold my hands up. We were pragmatic, defensive. I did what I had to do. Keeping Newcastle United in the Premier League was worth something. With the sale, the new owners have gone ahead if the club was in the Championship. Fair enough, that's quite true. But then again, the Championship would have been a lot more easier to get the takeover through, and the Saudis probably would have bought it because it would have been a lot more cheaper than what Mike Ashley would have wanted. The Geordies' loss could be the Baggies' gain. Bruce has a drive to succeed at the club where the pressure has been turned up a notch. This is the second year of their parachute payments. The 61-year-old knows he needs to make a count. West Brom were heading around in circles after Valerian Ismail. His playing style was unloved by the support. I think the Mirror's speaking a lot of shite, I'm not going to lie. The Geordies' loss could be the Baggies' gain. Bruce has a drive to succeed at a club where the pressure has been turned up a notch. Donkeys. And how... Right, so fair enough, finished 12th and 13th, but I'm pretty sure on the last day, I think it was against Fulham, was it the last season? I'm pretty sure if we lost that game, we could have been 16th, 15th, something like that. 16th, 17th, I don't think it was that far down, but I think it was 15th, 16th, something like that. If we won, which was against already relegated Fulham, would be 12th, which shows how little the margin was from like mid-table to like the relegation zone. It was quite a tight season. Fulham were already relegated, so and they had nothing to play for. So of course we were going to go out and play. We were obviously we've got a better team than Fulham when they were in the Premier League. And the 12th season, honestly, I can't remember that much about it. I'm trying to forget everything about Steve Bruce. I'm trying to focus on Eddie Howe, which I already have done. The recovery process has started and it's nearly finished. Wait, actually, not until we get into any type of Europe or actually, you know what it is? We've got the club back. I think I am recovered. We've got the club back. Everyone's together, and that's on the fucking hell. I cannot speak. That's what you want for the club. Everyone to be together. Everyone being happy. If you've got a happy club, you're a successful club. If that makes sense. Because if you aren't getting results, the players aren't going to be happy. The fans aren't going to be happy. If you're playing good, the fans are going to be happy, and everyone's just the whole positivity vibe just bounces back off each other. So yeah, today lads, that's the last headline, lads. I think I've had quite a rant on for this one here. So yeah, hope you are well. Hope you are good. Hope you have a good morning. I've totally forgot me out there. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Good night? I'm not quite sure. See you later.
Blue, the feeling behind my eyes. You stood out 'cause you were in red.